Okay, so we're going to start with celebrating some wins and even some struggles. Struggles can be wins because we can learn from them. So share with me, especially anyone who's new here, put a 1 in the chat if you are brand new to our win call or just kind of exploring a little bit more. Put that in there so our community can see you and know who you are, and we can welcome you with open arms. So thank you for being here. So let's hear some shares, some wins real quick. Who would like to share?
I'll go.
Go for it.
So I was talking to my coach the other day and I wanted to share this guys with you. Sorry about the noisy dogs.
It's okay.
So the first win is I'm on a win call.
Yay!
Second win is I'm sharing. So I was talking to my coach the other day. In the last 3 years have really been rough. First 3 years out of the Navy is retired. My mom got sick with brain cancer. I had to move to Washington to take care of her. And at one point, my anxiety and depression medication was almost double the regular dose. And I was talking to my psychiatrist maybe 2 weeks ago, and I told him that I felt that I was in a better headspace to be able to try to bring that medication back down to the normal dose.
Oh my gosh, Janelle. You know what? Thank you so much for sharing that. And I'm so proud of you. And it was very beautiful for you to come off mute and share that right now, because I believe as a coach and a client, and I think we can all attest to this, that the behavioral side of our program is the most important system that we have in
Absolutely.
educating ourselves and who we are. So good for you. You know what? Just keep doing it one day at a time. You have us, right? 2 times a day and a little longer on Saturdays. So utilize us. That's what we're here for. We're here to help each other. So I'm so proud of you. Thank you for being here. God bless you for that. All right. Sharon Martino, come off mute.
Hi, I've only lost about 11 pounds so far. I'm about in 5.5 weeks, but I measured myself today and I've lost 7.5 inches from my waist. I could not believe it. I just couldn't believe it. So I'm grateful.
Oh my goodness. Wow. That is impressive.
Yeah.
So you must be connected. You must be connected well. You must be integrated well. You must be connected to your coach.
Yep, I am.
You must be educating yourself.
It's Jess, and she's phenomenal, as you all know.
Oh, I know Jess. She is phenomenal. I love her. And you must be so educating in our habits of health system, right?
Yes, and I'm doing win calls as much as I can.
I love it.
They help a lot. They help a lot.
Good for you.
That's what's been missing in every diet thing I've ever done is this. This has been missing. So I need this, actually.
Yep. Beautiful. Beautiful. You're also engaging yourself in obviously our community. You just said that. And you're following the simplest form, which is our nutrition, right?
Yes.
That's the easy part, right?
Yeah, it is actually. Yeah.
Oh, good for you. I'm so proud of you. That is so awesome. Okay, let's take one more. Who else would like to share? Kristen.
Okay, sorry, I got a vacuum and a baby going on. So I would say, as somebody who's been here almost 5 years, I think a huge win of why I still stay in this community, why I'm still a client, why I'm still a coach, is shares like Janelle's. I've seen Janelle's journey, and I will say it has definitely made my day. I already kind of knew from Allie that she had a really good check-in with her, but this is why we do what we do, because this is the best gift. So Janelle, I am so glad you're back. This is awesome.
Very good. Very nice. I looked over. Kristen, where'd you go? Or Chris, where'd you go? You were walking. I saw you. Oh, there she is. Chris.
I didn't know that there was time. I just wanted to say, since the time change, I start work right when the win call begins, so I'm not able to be here and listen and hear all the good stuff Monday through Friday. So Saturday is my win. I'm here. I'm with the dog, walking my dog, and I miss the win calls during the week. And then the evening ones, it doesn't always correspond with me either, but I'm doing the best I can on Saturday. So that's a great win for me. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Good for you. Good for you. That's fabulous. And I'm glad you brought that up. That's a very good point. You know, we have ample opportunity, right? Twice a day during the week, and then on Saturday. So it's pretty awesome. Check with your coach for that schedule. If you don't have it, they will let you know and inform you. So today, thank you for all the shares, guys. Keep putting those in in the chat, so that way we can see them and co-hosts and guests can, share on there. We're covering section 2.15 in the Habits of Health book. If you want to open that up, it begins on page 440. And this is part of my story, actually. Trying to be the best you can be, optimizing your life at any age. I'm in the 50s club and I'm not ashamed. And so more than halfway through my 50s. So, but I feel the best I've ever felt. And a lot of this comes in knowing and understanding what Dr. A teaches us here about nutrition, supplements, but having the mindset of paying attention to what we're consuming, how we're consuming it, reading labels, understanding our bodies, being in unison with your healthcare providers. At one time, I had, oh my gosh, Mike, but I think I had 3 specialists. So I had my primary, I had my cardiologist, and I had my liver specialist. I was a hot mess. So, hot mess. I even had an appointment with the liver transplant center here in Denver. And 6 months in program was when she had reestablished my, my medicine side of the journey, right? And with blood work and stuff and being on a very good nutrition plan, learning how to take care of my body properly, I accomplished what Dr. A says here on page 441. That little chart there, the red line represents the lifeline of those who remain passive to the daily insults and attacks of our obesogenic world. There came a point where I had to say, what the heck is going on and how can I handle this? And that was where we had to really dig deep. All my providers knew that I was on this nutrition program, and not a single one said, oh no, you shouldn't be doing that. They made sure that they understood what I was doing. I made sure that they understood what I was doing, and I made sure that I was a dominant force of the choices I was going to make in my life. So becoming that dominant force of my own health helped me to educate myself a little more. My liver specialist at that point was the leader of everything, and she had redone blood work, and by the 6th month being on my health program, my liver numbers were dropping. It's kind of complicated, so I won't go into detail, but the numbers were dropping. And there's a certain level you must be at to have a really shot liver. And I healed. I healed. And that was basically on how I was going to be treating my body. She released me. My cardiologist removed my heart monitor implant. He released me. And my primary was very proud of me. So then she became the formal, right? She was the one that managed everything at that point because I was feeling well. So optimal health isn't static. That's what he says. Okay. It looks different at age 20 than at age 80. And it requires vigilance and constant adjustment to the changes your body undergoes as you mature. It doesn't matter how old we are. We can't reverse our age, but we can reverse our health, and we can definitely improve it. And that's what Dr. A tries to, explain there. I think the behavioral side of it helps to have the gratitude of what you're doing. Be grateful that you're alive. Be grateful that you're secure, you have a roof over your head. Be grateful that you have fresh water. Be grateful that you have options for healthy nutrition, right? And strive for good health. Be humble, because that's how we learn to lift other people up. And always share your story, share your wins, share your struggles. People are there to help you. On page 441 at the top, half of America is now on meds, that little sidebar. For the first time in history, 55% of all insured Americans are taking prescription medications regularly for chronic health problems, such as high blood pressure and cholesterol, problems often linked to heart disease, obesity, and diabetes. And on average, they take 4 different medications. The US Office of Disease Prevention and Health Promotion has more on safe medicine use. He makes sure he puts these footnotes in. Read those footnotes. Read where he's getting his information. That's what this book is for. It's educating ourselves and what we're doing to help us understand we're in the right place. The other concept I wanted, there's so much in here, you guys, mainly talking about supplementation and things like that. Take time this weekend to go through this. It's a very important phase of our life, especially with the new year coming up. You know, what intentions do we want to have for ourselves? Nutrients, he says, that's the one thing to understand. Nutrients aren't like medications. While medications are foreign intruders that work temporarily, I'm on page 442, in acute situations, often have side effects. Nutrients are already present in our body. By supplementing them with just the right amount, you're simply helping your body reach its optimal efficiency. In fact, nutrients are the very fuel of optimal health. So what we have to look at then, he goes very deep and direct into reversing the effects of a deficient diet. On page 443, he talks about how in the ideal situation, you know, farming, having the proper soil, farmers really have to monitor their soil. Any farmers on here, put it in the chat. You know, you have to make sure your soil's optimal to produce those products, right? And our produce and water and I mean the air and pesticides. And you know, it's so important that we do choose organic. There's ways to look at that, look at the numbers. Anything that starts with the number 9 is going to tend to be organic, so make sure you look at those carefully because it does matter. And if we cannot grab even the what we think is the most healthiest items from the grocery store and in the produce section, be very careful even with that. So, and at the same token, we can be so boggled down with chemicals and the reactions and makeups and things that come in, you know, to play in what we eat, that we can tend to be over a form of insanity when we start thinking about this and that, and I can't have, and what could I have? You know, and then we just get so crazed with that. We've all been there. We've all been there. So I can relate to that. And so Dr. A says here on page 443, a whole little paragraph on that, that, you know, we cannot take for granted the food that we are consuming is going to be the best. And packaged food, his nutrients and our fuelings all have the most whole product based fueling for our bodies, macronutrient. Can anyone tell me in the chat how many vitamins and minerals are in our fuelings? Little trivia here. Let's see. What do we got? 24. Thank you. Very good. 24. So that's important to know. While you are taking our fuelings, at least 3 a day, Dr. A says you will not need to supplement unless you have that conversation with your doctor. You know, I take fish oil and vitamin D. I had a bad heart, so guess what? I want to keep it and protect it while I'm here. Fish oil, I'm aging. My joints are good. I'm doing my exercise. I'm strengthening and toning, but I want to protect my joints. Fish oil, and it's good for your heart too. So he goes into detail about different supplements in there, guys. So make sure you read through this carefully. There is so much detail. But pay attention to what you are purchasing and consuming. Take your time, read labels. But this section is the best one that's going to be for you to understand why it's important to have the fuelings that we have and how simple it is. We don't have to think about it and make it up. And at the same time, your coach will help guide you to transition, to optimization, to help you choose the foods and the meals that you can have. Okay, so reach out to your coach on other tips. There's so much more that they can give you in relations to that, recipes and so on, but pay attention to that. Now we're going to move into the next moment of our Saturday together, and it's going to be our affirmation time. You notice I took a deep breath because I need it too. So at this point, we're going to go over some affirmations over you and give you some positivity for the day and hopefully the week. And so close your books, close everything up, get comfortable. I see Kathleen exercising on her treadmill. I love it. Good for you. You can still relax on that. You can still relax while you're exercising. Focus on your breathing. Okay, focus on your breathing if you're doing healthy motion right now. But in the meantime, everybody else, I'd like you to just kind of loosen up a little bit, stretch, get yourself in a comfy spot. Close your eyes if you want to. We're going to take about 3 deep breaths and then we'll begin. So breathe in deeply through your nose. Expand it as much as you can. Hold it for 4 seconds. And exhale for 4 seconds. Take your time. Deep breath in. Hold for 4. Breathe out 4. One more deep breath in. Okay, just focus on your breath while I read these affirmations over you. Every day I get healthier. I take care of my mental and physical wellness. I nourish my body with healthy food. I trust my body to tell me what it needs. I am grateful for my body and all it does for me each day. My body grows stronger every day. I have the power to make good choices for my own health. My body can do amazing things. My health is a gift. I don't aim for perfection. I accept mistakes and learn from them. I accept the past and know the future will be bright and happy. I'm not afraid to say no when I need to. I exercise to enjoy a strong, toned body, and I love the feeling exercise gives me. It does not matter what other people say or do. What matters is how I choose to react and what I choose to believe about myself. I let go of all negativity that rests in my body and mind. I choose to be positive and surround myself with positive people. I look forward to achieving my ideal weight. I will wear it and enjoy it. This is my goal, and I have the ability to achieve it. I will feel so thankful for the systems I am putting in place to achieve my ultra health. Okay, one last deep breath. And blow it all out. All right, guys, thank you. Now we're gonna move into our next little segment. It's pretty much personal development for ourselves, right? And kind of understanding this section and how we can implement it in our lives. So my husband, my co-host, Mike White, is going to ask a couple questions and we'll call upon you. You just raise your hand there in the little reaction mode and we'll get moving.
All right. Well, first of all, I have to second what somebody said in the chat. You do look beautiful for your age. You know, Londa mentioned in the beginning she was in her second half of her 50s, and I think it goes well with the question here that I'm going to pose for everyone. We'd like people to share. You know, what was your definition of health when, say, you were in your 20s? And what will it be when you're in your 70s? And I'm going to answer that one first, since I did just turn 60 a month ago. And so I'm getting pretty close to that 70. When I look at it, I'm happy to say that it's pretty similar. When I was in my 20s, I was playing a lot of baseball, golfing, exercising, working out, just very active. And that's what I want to be in my 70s, you know, basically exactly the same person, just older, 50 years older. So that's what I do today. I play a lot of baseball and I golf and I exercise a lot. So I'm looking forward to my 70s continuing that. So let's see what other people have to say about, you know, what you say your definition of health was in your 20s and what will it be in your 70s?
Let's see. Thomas.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
Oh man, the 20s, I felt like I was invincible. I had no idea about nutrition, anything like that. There wasn't anything that I wasn't willing to try and go do. But as far as the 70s are concerned, well, I'm in my 60s, and I think it's the same thing, a little bit more conservative maybe, but you know, to be able to go out and run or bike and swim, vacations and things like that, and to be able to walk around and just be able to really just kind of embrace the moment. You know, I want my fitness level to be that whatever I'm doing, I'm fully aware of what I'm doing. I'm not struggling, breathing hard or anything like that. I just want to be able to take it all in and just enjoy each moment.
Hey, I love that, Thomas. You know, that reminds me too, when I was in my 20s doing all those things, I did not pay attention to what I was putting in my mouth at all. It was pretty much just go, 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 run, run, run. And I would, you know, feel worn down by the end of the day or even, you know, during the day, just because I wasn't putting the right foods in my mouth and the right drinks. I was not hydrating properly. So that's a good point. Who's next?
Eric and Kristen.
That was an error, my friend.
Oh, Allie.
Oh my gosh. So for me, in my 20s, I also was invincible, I think, or I thought I was. And it was eat whatever I want as long as I am working out in the gym like a maniac. And now, you know, I hit the big 5-0 coming up this summer, and we have young kids. And so now my picture of health is no more bad relationships with ice cream, because I had a bad one. And kind of like what Thomas said, just with our kids, especially, you know, if they want to go do a zip line course and it's a climbing treetop course, whatever, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to worry about not being able to like pull my upper body up. If they want to go kick the soccer ball, we're going to do it. If they want to, you know, it's that type of stuff, being on vacation or being home, but just not worrying that, oh my gosh, they want to go play basketball. Heck yeah, let's go play basketball, you know, and just doing it and being present and not killing myself in the gym. And now I just, you know, I walk and move my body, and I mean, that's it. It's simple now. And of course I feel myself the right way. So, which makes a huge difference.
Well, congratulations on getting away from that ice cream. That was definitely my, man, pretty much every night. Well, my mom taught me that one. But anyway, congratulations on that. And I can't see if there's anybody else.
Adrian and Anthony.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Hello, everyone. Good to be back on Saturday morning. Well, my 20s, like everyone else, I just did what I wanted to do when I wanted to do it, and, you know, didn't take a second thought about it. But as life went on, now I began to understand, because I've survived a stroke, I've survived prostate cancer, and I understand better than ever before how I have to treat my body. And now I still do all of those things, though. I still golf like Mike. You know, I still play tennis. I still ride my bike. I do everything that I did before. Just can't jump as high as I used to when I play basketball. But health is our wealth, and I'm so appreciative for Optavia and for this great nutrition plan and the behavioral sciences that we are all partaking in. Thanks.
That's great, Anthony. It's funny. I definitely think I can still do some of the things I used to in my 20s, but yeah, running the bases and doing the things I did back then is a little bit slower now, but it's, I'm still putting the effort in, and that's what's important. Did we have anybody else, Yolanda, before I ask the next question?
Go ahead with the next question. We have enough.
Actually,
Okay.
hey, Mike, Eric, I don't know what the heck Kristen was talking about. That was my hand that was up.
Go for it, Eric. Go for it.
And she shot me down. But no, what's funny is in my 20s, round was a shape, right? I was in worse shape in my 20s, right? Just doing the silly things in the military. And now at almost 52, I feel like I'm in better shape at 52 than I was at 20. I feel good mentally, physically, 3 grandchildren, marry 30 years next year, so it's kind of one of those things where, age, can't be reversed, but physically, man, I tell you what, I feel freaking amazing at 52. And I think that's what we lose focus here, so yes, it can be done.
Very good, Eric. That's great that, everyone that's talking, we're talking 50s and 60s, hearing these stories of people who are healthy and doing great things. It's very inspiring. Hopefully some of the younger people that are on the audience too, knowing that, it takes effort to be there and to be healthy in our older age. And Dr. Anderson's given us that key for that longevity. So the next question I was going to ask is, the foods, what are the foods that we're eating now that you feel are healing or behaving as medicine? And I'll state the obvious right off the bat. Even though I'm at my healthy weight now, I still, obviously we eat 6 times a day, and those Optavia fuelings 3 times a day in between healthy meals has kept me at my healthy weight and kept me thriving in my health. But I've also recently added in, as Optavia came out with the active program, adding in the EAAs and the protein, and that has just been a boost that I just can't even imagine. 3 months ago that I would be where I am today, and I'm just looking forward to seeing where that takes me into my future and all the dreams that I have. So I'd like to hear, what other people would answer to the question. What are the foods that you're eating now that you feel are healing or behaving as medicine?
Who would like to share?
Okay,
I'll
Yolanda,
go.
it's for me.
Okay, go for it, Kristen.
Okay, so a funny thing that I thought was hilarious is I had put in our family chat yesterday that we were gonna watch the Army Navy football game, which Navy's gonna win. So sorry about those Army peeps out there, but it was funny because no, sorry, buddy. Okay, so my kid came over and was like, "So, Mom, what are we gonna serve tomorrow?" And I said, "Oh, I'm gonna make Chinese chicken salad." And she looked at me horrified. She goes, "You're inviting everybody over to a football game and you're gonna serve salad?" So I thought it was kind of funny because I didn't give it a second thought. But apparently that is not the way our young generation, she's in her 20s. So, I mean, I am going to rotate the menu a little bit, but it's still going to be healthy options. But I guess I won't be serving salad today. I'll be doing tacos, healthy style. But I guess that's more of a football thing. So I just thought it was kind of funny because to me, I didn't really think, to me, it was about the football game, where to her, it was about the food. So I just thought I'd kind of share that.
Yeah, thank you. I think that's huge. And remember, we're all leading with example, whether we're clients or coaches. We are leading by example. And our choice to get healthy is going to change other people's lives. Our choice to not get healthy, our choice to go backwards, our choice to let our mindset take over in a negative form is also going to affect people around us. And which way do you want to be? We want to be leaders of health and healthy mind and body and finances and our soul and our spirit. So take these next couple weeks. We've got a big holiday. We have Christmas coming up. Take these next couple weeks to really evaluate your intentions for the new year. Share with your coach. Share about our nutrition. Learn about the essential amino acids and the whey protein that can benefit you and how you can incorporate all that into your new health plan. You guys, this is an amazing, amazing process and system. It works. We produce results. So everyone, go have a blessed day. Thank you for being here. We'll see you on the next Win Call. Thank you for all your shares. Everybody come off mute and say goodbye.
Bye.
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 Have a good
Thanks,
day.
Yolanda and
Everyone, have a good
Mike.
weekend.
Have a good day.
Win the weekend.